Hey guys. So this is my first video. I want this channel to be about mental health, physical health, cooking, like healthy lifestyle, just in general, just everything. Just trying to fully be healthy all around, mentally and physically. So if you guys aren't a fan of cannabis, I would not watch these videos. I just recently came into this. I had tried it back in high school, but I'm gonna be 30 years old, and in the past few years, I developed some unfortunate medical issues. Two major ones that were really affecting me: anxiety and depression. But the anxiety was so bad that I was passing out cold, hitting like my head off walls and stuff. It was bad. Another is I have this rare, I don't know if it's rare, I guess. I've never heard of it, but it's called gastroparesis. It's stomach paralysis. My stomach doesn't properly digest food the way it should, so it kind of gets, I guess, stuck, or just like it's at a plateau. And then I unfortunately get sick and I throw everything up. When I was on a lot of medication for this too, it was just taking such a toll on my body and my mental state. And I was on psych meds too. I was on psych meds for like I don't want to say 15, about 13 years of my life. With all that combined, nobody could tell me this for a fact, but I just felt it internally. I know myself better than anybody else. All those medications, the pharmaceutical medications, were affecting my body and my mind in a negative way. I don't want anyone to think that I don't like pharmaceuticals. I'm personally not a fan of them, but for anybody else, if it works for you, great. Just, be cautious, because that these medications can have a serious side effect on you in long term. I'm not a doctor. I'm going to get that out of the way now, but I am a pharmacy technician. So I tend to work around these medications every day. Well, the days that I work. I know the chemical components of these medications. I know what they can and cannot do to you. Also, everybody is different. Everybody has different DNA. Every medication is going to affect you differently, and that's okay. But unfortunately for me, pharmaceuticals did not work. They made things very, very bad. So I met a really good friend, and he owns a smoke shop, and he happened to sell CBD. So he was telling me about that. I didn't know what that was until he was telling me, so I tried that. It worked. It does work. Not a lot, just because I don't know, I think maybe my tolerance is a bit high. You can get stronger milligrams of CBD. They come in different forms, like gummies. I've seen mints. I've seen like suckers. There's tinctures. There's the vape juice. There's a bunch. I've tried a good bit of them. There's cough syrup, I believe. That doesn't sound very appealing to me. There's pain freezes, a bunch of different things. But my friend also uses like the cannabis, the full. There's two different versions, I guess, of cannabis. I don't know all of it yet. I've been studying a lot, but there's cannabis, and then it breaks down into two different things. So there's hemp, which is like the CBD. They I believe they extract the THC out. There's maybe like 0.3 or 0.03%, which is then deemed legal. And then the plant of cannabis that you have is the full one. It has the THC in it. It's not been tampered with. So I was really curious, and I was just so sick. Like I said, the CBD was working for a while. And then it didn't, and I was just getting sick every day. I would go to work and literally, like, it was embarrassing. The people that I worked with, they could hear me getting sick in the restroom multiple times throughout my shift. Also, I'm sorry, this is like embarrassing. I just remember thinking to myself, like, why even eat this food right now? Because I'm just gonna get sick in like 10 minutes. It's a waste of money. And I was just like, I don't know, something hit me. I can't live like this anymore. I was like, I can't. I'm sick. It was always in and out of the hospital. I would be so dehydrated from not being able to keep food down that they would have to start like IVs. I have had IVs in both of my arms at once before. It was just rough. So I decided to try the full untampered cannabis with THC. I really like don't know how to explain like how well this stuff works. It's insane to me. I have been researching so much, getting educated on this. I really feel like everyone, no matter what you are taking and you are putting into your body, I feel like you should know thoroughly what that is. And I decided to do that. So I've been studying and researching, and I found out so much. This plant is just is amazing. When I don't go overboard, by the way. I dose it. I dose my cannabis, just like with any medication. Take for example, diazepam, which is generic Valium. If you take more than recommended, you're going to feel effects, and they're going to be psychotropic effects as well. They can mess with your head. They can make you feel, as people like to say, high. I don't really want to be like that. I only really use it for medical purposes. I mean, don't get me wrong, like back in the day when I used to smoke, like it was a nice feeling, but you go overboard and then you're like, I would just remember thinking, oh my god, this is scary, like I don't want to feel like this. It's so I don't know. I feel great when I'm on it, but then when I'm not, like everything is just bad. It just like it really bothers me that the government is labeling this as a class 1 controlled substance when it really shouldn't be. Like it's helped me so much. I don't pass out anymore. I can keep my food down. I'm not in and out of the hospital anymore. I feel 100% better when I'm on it. My anxiety level goes from like I'm not even gonna use a 10. I'm gonna say like a 20 down to like a 3. I'm not depressed when I smoke or eat it, or however you take the cannabis. I do it different ways. And it's weird because I mostly like sativas. I am normally always tired. So I'm sorry if I'm like staring and not at the camera. I don't know why this camera is weird. Anyways, like I said, I feel very just like mindful. I know I'm very aware of my surroundings. I just feel uplifted and euphoric. Like I want to work out. I've lost a lot of weight from this gastroparesis. I mean, probably like 50, 60 pounds. I don't know. I was like, at my biggest, I was 220 pounds. Now I'm down to like 160 roughly. That's a lot of weight. And I didn't try to lose that. I was unfortunately sick and I was throwing up so much that's what happened. Everyone's like, oh, that's kind of a blessing in disguise. Yeah, I guess you could look at it like that. But at the same time, I was ill. Like, I was very ill. Now that I look back on it, I didn't realize how ill I was till, like, right now. When I have my cannabis, I feel, like, completely healthy. I feel strong because I'm able to, like, work out and keep my food down, keep the protein in, all the nutrients. I'm more active. I want to do things. My anxiety isn't so bad that it keeps me in the house and I feel crippled inside my own brain. That's like one of the worst feelings when my anxiety kicks in and the depression at the same time. I mean, anxiety is bad enough, but both of those, the best way to describe it for me is like being at war with yourself. And it's all stuck in your brain, and you have to like, you're forced to watch it happen. And you can't escape until the episode's done. And it's like horrible. It is horrible. I've been in some situations that I did not want to be in because of it. I won't get too much into that right now. Let's just say that if it wasn't for cannabis, I don't know like how well I would be off here. So I'm sure you can all attest to that. I don't know what else to say right now, so I'm gonna like cut this video off. This isn't the best video, but it's a start. All right, bye.